Johnny Venezia with RotoWire. We're talking week 5 bets you need in the NFL this week. First up, the Detroit Lions laying 10 at Cincinnati. I know this is a big number and they're on the road here, but Cincinnati's coming in on a short week. Yes, they're coming at home, but it's not even the talent disparity. I saw something from Cincinnati last week. Down 25, 3 minutes to go. They punt the ball. Zach Taylor waving the white flag. Unacceptable. I think ultimately Detroit right now is finding their groove, and I really like what I see from them. I don't think Cincinnati's defense is going to be able to stop them. The matchup advantage is just too big for Detroit, even on the road, outdoors. I feel like this is going to be a spot where the Lions are going to pick up where Denver left off. Give me the Lions laying the big number, lay the big here in this week 5 matchup. Next up, the LA Chargers at home against the Washington Commanders. Looks like Jaden Daniels is going to be back. Terry McLaurin might be back. Definitely a boost here for the Commanders, but I think the Chargers in a nice little bounce back spot, losing against the Giants cross country. They're going to come home here. I think their defense is going to play a lot better than they did against Jackson Dart. And I think their offense is going to be able to do a lot of great things that we were seeing in the first few weeks, not that we saw last week. 2.5 inside that key number of 3. I feel like Justin Herbert and company has a big week. Maybe we get Ladd McConkey back involved. That would certainly be nice for me. Got him in fantasy. But I like what I'm seeing from the LA Chargers for this week, even against the Commanders team getting their star back. Indianapolis Colts, 6.5 at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. Ultimately, I do think the Raiders aren't as bad as some people think. I think they have a little bit of a higher variance to them. I think this is going to be a closer game than people think, but ultimately I'm going with Colts to lay the big number here because I think they're going to be able to pull away late in the game. This Indy team is pretty good. I think maybe there was a litmus test last week against the Rams, a game that they definitely should have won. And I feel like with Jonathan Taylor having an Offensive Player of the Year kind of season so far, we're going to see him eat. Daniel Jones going to keep playing mistake-free football, and the defense going to be doing enough to keep this group in the game. I think they're going to be able to force some mistakes from Geno Smith, something that he's been very accustomed to. And the big thing is, are they going to be able to stop Ashton Genty? I think they'll be able to slow him down enough. So I think Indianapolis at home laying 6.5. It's right on that cusp. I think once it gets to 7, then maybe I'm looking at the Raiders, but I think inside 7 at home, Indianapolis is my play. If you enjoy these videos, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And right now, RotoWire is going to give you 15% off of any product on RotoWire.com. That includes our fantasy football rankings updated throughout the season, our monster tool with all the bets, props, and the player prop predictor. This thing is unbelievable. It has all the odds in one spot, so no more hopping around. And of course, access to our experts for those tough Sunday morning start-sit decisions. Use code YouTube15 at checkout. Seattle at home against Tampa Bay. 2 teams I really like in the NFC this year. The Seahawks, 3 points advantage. Up in Seattle, a very difficult place to play. Tough travel spot for Tampa, going from Tampa to the Pacific Northwest. Looks like Bucky Irvin could be on the shelf. That's a big loss for them, especially because Mike Evans is dealing with that hamstring issue. Love me some Baker Mayfield. I think Tampa's absolutely live in this game, but I just feel like the advantage that Seattle has playing at home, and they're a little bit healthier right now. I feel like JSN is going to be a matchup nightmare for this Tampa secondary, where it's really been an issue for them. Baker Mayfield's had to play a lot of heroics lately in order for Tampa to be in some of these games and win them. But I think Seattle, even at home, laying 3 is fair. Again, I think this is going to be a close one that comes down to the wire. Tampa is live, but I think Seattle finds a way to get it done late in the game and come over with the W and the cover. Last but not least, Kansas City laying 3 at Jacksonville. Great effort against the Ravens last week for the Chiefs. That's a pretty good rivalry that they have going on there. I think Jacksonville, they've got some wins against Houston, Carolina, not that impressive. And the one in San Francisco was good. I feel like Brock Purdy Obviously, it was a downgrade from Mac Jones. A lot of weird turnovers, undisciplined in the special teams, but give Jacksonville credit for that road win. I think Kansas City's going to play a lot more disciplined than what San Francisco had here. And I'd be comfortable laying 3 even on the road. So give me the Chiefs to thwart the Jaguars in a cover.